But first tonight, two families in mourning, two police officers in the hospital, and a community demanding answers. We have reaction from friends and coworkers of the two men killed during yesterday's violent day in Minneapolis. Our Steve Tellier joins us now with that. And Steve, you've also got an update on the officer's condition as well, I understand.
At last check, both of those officers were still in the hospital in stable condition, so that means they are expected to survive their injuries. But police are still piecing together what led to that shooting yesterday and what led to the collision between a cop rushing to the scene and a motorcycle. 26th and Blaisdell is no longer just an intersection. It's now the spot where a young man lost his life.
It's just hard to believe that he just passed away on something that he loved to ride.
His co-workers say Yvonne Romero was riding his motorcycle with his girlfriend, Jocelyn Terrance, when a police officer rushing to the scene of Friday's shooting slammed into them. Romero was killed, Terrance injured, but expected to survive. Less than 24 hours after Romero was killed, friends and co-workers had already built a memorial in his memory.
To good luck for him. He's in a better place now. You know, we miss him a lot.
Romero was not the only life lost on that chaotic Friday afternoon.
I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it at all.
Ebony Abner used to date 23-year-old Terrance Franklin. The man friends and family say was killed during a shootout with police inside a home at 27th and Bryant.
We're all hurting. We're all hurting. We're all hurting right now.
Franklin fled from officers after a routine traffic stop. 3 police sources tell 5 Eyewitness News that Franklin then broke into the home and during the ensuing struggle with police, grabbed one of the officers' weapons and opened fire, shooting 2 of them before he himself died. Abner says the entire ordeal is not how she will remember the songwriter and father she knew.
He's very caring, very nice. This is just a total shock to everybody.
Right here.
An eyewitness also told us about the moments before the shootout.
I was wondering if I was going to get shot.
Ann Van Bellinger says the suspect ran into her bike shop to hide from police.
This gentleman comes in and says that he wants to look at a bike, and then he proceeds to sit down in the front window and talk on his cell phone.
He then ran to the back of the store looking for a way out, hurdled the counter, and fled.
His phone fell out on the floor. He picked it up and literally ran out the door.
Police have not yet released the names of those 2 male officers who are still at the hospital. In fact, they say they won't be releasing any more information about the events of yesterday afternoon until Monday. They are still continuing to investigate that fatal accident as well as the shooting that preceded it.
There's so many questions about this series of events, so many people affected by this, and also some legal questions that we want to get to. In the wake of Romero's death, a lot of people are wondering whether Minneapolis police could be held legally responsible for that deadly crash that killed him. So this morning I got to speak with criminal defense attorney Bruce Rivers, who explained that as long as police are not acting with willful disregard for safety, they are protected by a doctrine called official immunity.
The public policy says that we don't want police officers to have to worry about how they're going to be scrutinized later when they're responding to a scene where there's death or a weapon being used.
Now, Rivers said he also thinks that winning a civil case would really be a long shot for the victim's family. But their best bet, he says, could be to claim negligence. Now, you can continue to follow any developments on this story right here on 5 Eyewitness News and also online on our website, kstp.com.